I had an idea for a campaign. It's sort of a base premise for like a D&D campaign or something D&D like, where you are like the volunteer firefighters for a town. For those of you who are not familiar, a lot of cities have professional firefighting departments. They're either contracted company or maintained by the city themselves. They will pay for firehouses and people to have full-time positions and full-time salaries. But a lot of towns can't afford that. They either have to depend on the county that they live in to provide those services or nearby cities that they contract with, but they're not the first priority, so they need a little bit more. And what they will often do is have a volunteer firefighter force. People who have had the training to do the job, but they have other jobs as their day job. I've lived in a lot of towns that had volunteer fire departments. When my mom was trying to get on as a professional firefighter or a paramedic, she would also work as a volunteer firefighter just to, keep her skills sharp and be of use, really. Also, even after she got the jobs where she got paid to do it full time, she would be a volunteer firefighter to help fill up the extra help that was needed. So imagine your adventurers are the volunteer firefighters of your local, small town. They are there to help defend the town from dragons, manticores, fires. Their job is to sort of fill in the holes because they're not a big city and can't afford a town guard or town firefighting force. It's interesting at that point because you have to ask them, well, why do they do this? It's not the pay. Clearly, they're not going to make that much. If the town could afford to pay that much, they would just pay a full-time force to do this. So they have to ask, why are you doing this? Is it because it needs to be done? For a lot of people, that's enough reason. But whatever the case, it would make for an interesting setup for a campaign.